Hi friend, my name is Z. I'm a spiritual wellness coach and a certified multidimensional healer, and I have a message for you today. You, my friend, are absolutely deserving of everything that it is that you desire. The only reason that you don't have it yet is because it takes time and repetition of you, for one, having faith and believing that it is that you are deserving of what it is that you desire. And for two, acting in alignment with that. So I just want to let you know that you don't need to feel any shame or guilt or like frustration or resentment towards yourself or towards any situation for your process or where you're at, for maybe how many times you gave up and then had to restart, or maybe haven't restarted. This is all a part of the process of you learning yourself and being able to identify where is it that this disbelief came from, and thank you for that. For one, thank you for helping me disbelief find where it is that I can lean in and heal agreements that I didn't make consciously. I'm reading the 4 Agreements again. I needed to read the 4 Agreements again, you know what I'm saying? It's a great book. I highly recommend you read it. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you reread it if you've already read it. It's great. It's something that you should read all the time. I love it. Anyways, I'm reading it again, and this is all a part of the process. So give yourself grace for the process that you are experiencing, because for as long as it took you to come to realizing the position that you're in, realizing that, okay, well, maybe it is that I don't fully believe, and maybe it is that I'm not absolutely acting in alignment. The length of time that it took you to accumulate that, learned behaviors, learned beliefs, it's going to take some time to unravel that as well. It's not going to take as much time to unravel it as it took for the imprint to have been left. There we go. But the more that you allow yourself to explore this with love and kindness and compassion towards yourself and towards the situations or circumstances, the more in alignment you will gravitate, because these are wounds that we're healing, right? So a personal example, I had a belief that I was not capable of finishing anything. I experienced growing up, I would start stuff and then get snatched out of it. I would have full belief that, yeah, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to be, I'm here for it, I'm excited about this. Like, I would work up all of this energy, and for whatever reason that as a child I wasn't aware of, and as a young adult, like at that time, like my mom would snatch me out of shit. Like, even up, I'm telling y'all, I was like, how old was I? I was like in my real early 20s, like baby, whatever, like 21. And I was in school, getting my degree, working towards a degree for nutrition, psychology, and a personal trainer certification, because that's what I love. I wanted to help people learn how to balance all of the things within them that they need to survive, pretty much. And I was really excited about it, but I was working at GNC, and my mom did not understand that could be, that kind of education could take me somewhere stable. She was in the military, and that's what she knew. And so she wanted me to join the military or work at a different place. And I'm grateful that she was paying for my school at that point in time, and she pretty much was just like, I'm not going to pay for your school anymore unless you work at this place. And school's expensive, so you're not going to be able to afford it. And I believed her. I believed her. And then when I realized that school's really not that expensive and that there are things that you can do, I got mad at her. I was like, are you kidding me? I was so, the way that my soul left my body when my dad asked me what decision did I make. Because I enjoyed my job. I was going to school full time. I was working full time. I was making good money. I like everything. I was a happy girl, and I love my mom because she was trying to protect me the way that she knew how to protect me. But for so long, I held so much resentment and frustration towards her. But now that I can understand where she was coming from and where it led me to, it all needed to happen. It all needed to happen the way that it happened, And even the parts of me being upset and angry and frustrated, it all had to happen for me to be able to circle all the way back here. So I only come to be like, look, I didn't finish college, but I sure did end up being a personal trainer. I sure do know a whole lot about nutrition, and I sure do know a whole lot about psychology and spiritual wellness, and I ended up doing what I intended on doing anyways, because that was my purpose and that was my calling. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, well, I can go back to school, and I'm glad that I was taken off the path that I was going, because it landed me in spirituality. Because before, I was not very spiritual. Like, I was into yoga and stuff, but I was nowhere where I'm at now, so everything happens for a reason. Be patient with yourself and give yourself grace for the process that you're experiencing. If it is that you desire to be or desire to have or whatever it is, believe that, have faith that you are deserving, and then act in alignment with knowing and believing that it is that you are deserving. Regardless of your circumstances, what does acting in alignment look like? Okay, so if you don't have the money or feel like you don't have the opportunities, what is it that you can do to bring yourself in alignment with that which you desire? Can you meditate on it and visualize and think about all of the things? Can you write out a plan of all of the things that you would be doing or are going to be doing when you have the opportunities that you feel like you don't have? Can you watch a YouTube video? Like, there's so many things that you can do. It's just intermingling yourself with that energy. Okay? I love you.